Have you ever wondered, what the heck is a webhook? I am Felix.
And I am Ruby.
And today, we are about to dejargonize a concept that works quietly behind the scenes in many of the apps we use every day, webhooks.
That sounds technical. What exactly is a webhook?
In simple terms, it's a way for one piece of software to automatically notify another the moment something happens.
So instead of one application constantly having to ask another if there's an update, it just gets told automatically?
Exactly. It's a much more efficient way for systems to communicate. There's a great analogy that makes it really clear.
I think an analogy would definitely help.
Think of it like waiting for a package delivery. You could stand by the window all day, constantly checking to see if the van has arrived. That's the old way, which we can think of as polling.
Right, which sounds like a huge waste of time and energy.
It is. The webhook approach is like giving the courier your phone number. You can go about your day, and the moment the package arrives, the courier calls you.
So in that example, the webhook is the phone number, the package arriving is the event, and the phone call is the notification.
You've got it. That's precisely how it works. This simple mechanism is one of the most common building blocks behind the automations that connect modern tools.
So they are the key to making automations feel instant rather than delayed.
That's right. They make real-time updates and workflows possible without all that wasteful checking.
So taking it from the analogy to the actual technology, how does it work? How does one application give its phone number to another?
In general, this starts with the receiving application. It sets up a special web address, a URL, that's specifically designed to accept these incoming messages. It then registers that URL with the source system.
And does it tell the source system what kinds of events it wants to be notified about?
Precisely. It subscribes to specific events it cares about. For instance, an event like new payment or form submitted.
Okay, so let's say a user submits a form. What happens at that exact moment?
In general, the source system immediately sends an HTTP request to the registered URL. This request carries a small package of data, usually in a format called JSON, which describes the event that just occurred.
And once the receiving application gets that data, what does it do with it?
It reads that information and then triggers a predefined workflow. This could be anything from updating a database, sending an email, starting another automation, or alerting a human. That's a great question, and it brings up a very common misconception. People often confuse webhooks with APIs, sometimes assuming they are the same thing.
They do sound related. Are they not the same?
In general, the honest picture is that they are more like mirror images of each other in how they communicate.
Mirror images? What's the key difference?
With a traditional API, the receiver has to actively ask the source for information on its own schedule. It's a pull mechanism.
So the application is constantly polling the source, asking, anything new yet?
Exactly. But with a webhook, the source system pushes information to the receiver as soon as the event happens. The communication is initiated by the source on the event schedule.
Ah, so APIs pull data and webhooks push data. That makes it very clear.
That's the simplest way to remember it. And in practice, it's not about choosing one over the other. Most modern integrations use both, each for what it does best to create the most efficient connection.
So that push versus pull distinction really clarifies why this matters so much.
It really does. Webhooks are what make real-time automation possible without the wasted effort of constant polling.
And this is the technology behind many of the services we use every day?
Exactly. They are the invisible engine powering tools like Zapier and Make, which are built to connect different apps. They're also fundamental to Stripe notifications, GitHub Actions, and nearly every Slack integration.
That makes sense. When an action in one tool triggers an immediate notification in another, a webhook is likely at work.
That's right. And for anyone building these kinds of connected workflows, understanding webhooks is absolutely essential.
Why is that so critical?
Because it's the difference between creating automations that feel instant and powerful and ones that feel sluggish or fragile. They are a cornerstone of modern, responsive, and efficient software integration.
That brings us to the end of the episode. If you think we helped you de-jargonize the term, make sure to subscribe and follow us wherever you get your podcasts.
See you on the next episode.